Hey guys, this is Russell Dickerson, and I'm here to share a tutorial with you on Photoshop on how to do a detailed cutout of a person using a channel technique. Now you can use Refine Edge, but Refine Edge is usually better for simpler objects. But first off, you want to have an image, you want to open an image, and you want to make sure that this is, there's contrast between foreground and background. So this is my image right here. Next you want to go into the channels. And you'll notice that in the channels you got your RGB, you've got your red, your green, and your blue, and you want to choose the channel that has the best contrast between foreground and background. So you want to review through all of them, and in this case we're going to pick blue because blue has the best contrast. So we want to click on that, drag it down to that new channel icon, and it'll create a copy for us. Okay, so the next part of this is you want to test out the levels, so it's Command L is the shortcut. And what we want to do here is we want to create more contrast between the light areas and the dark areas. Essentially what we want to go for is just a good silhouette. So we're going to shift that over some more and make sure that they're dark enough to get some of the details. Now you'll notice that in the background there's some grayish area, and so to help that we're going to use the Dodge tool, and we want to set the exposure to about 25%, so a low exposure. And what we're going to do is we're going to whiten up the background so that there's some more contrast between the subject and the background. Now when you're trying to get details out of the thin, fine hairs, you want to take your exposure down even more and just kind of gently run over those areas so you can still get a basic image of those fine details. And then you just want to go around and make sure that it's all nice and neat. Okay, so now that we have that done, what we want to do is we want to work on the person in the inner area. So we go to our Burn tool and we want to accent the shadows. So what we would do is we just run this across, and the Burn tool should take care of that. Kind of a dark picture, but it's not where we're going. We're just trying to make a silhouette. So you just want to run it around the inner area and just make sure that you get the shadows as best you can. Okay, and the next part of this is that when you have your stuff remaining, when you've done all you can with the Burn tool, you go into the brush, make sure it's on black, and you just fill in the rest to make sure that you have a nice detailed silhouette of your person. And you want to run through all the edges and just be sure that this person is filled in nicely with black. Okay, so once you have your person in a silhouette, what we want to do is inverse it by using the shortcut Command I, and what we're going to get is we're going to get a black and white inverse. So it's going to show all of the things that we need to fix, like this little area over here. I need to add some more black to it to get that blur out. So we're going to take that out, fix a little more over on the other side as well. And once we have that, what you want to do is you want to hit Command click on the thumbnail, and that is going to select your cutout. So we can put our visuals back and we can go back into the original layer. First you want to create a new layer, go back into the original layer, and then copy into this new layer. And once you hide the rest, you'll see that there's a transparent image, and it got most of the details on that hair pretty well. Now with this, you can go in, you can add things like a background to it with these fine details, and you can fix it up with the Burn tool on highlights if you need to. Thank you guys, this has been my tutorial.